today amidst us. May I request you, ma'am, to please address the ceremony and share your valuable knowledge and experience with us.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Minister, for being here. Thank you, Mr. Karunakaran. Thank you, Collector, and all other friends gathered here. I think it's a very important opportunity for us to be gathered here, and I would like to congratulate the district administration, particularly the district panchayat, and all others who have put this meeting together. Minister, this has been a very long struggle that you are seeing here. What you are seeing here today has been almost 15 years of very difficult struggle to establish firstly that there is even a problem of endosulfan poisoning that is happening in Kasaragod. We have here, and I had the opportunity to meet her day before, Leela Kumari Amma. She's sitting right here. She is the one who started the battle as way back in 97, 98. None of us were even in the picture. Nobody knew that such a serious problem was brewing in your district. It has also been a struggle which has brought together enormous, I think, people with enormous courage. When we came first in 2000 and then in 2001 we released our study. In 2000, it is two people sitting here, Dr. Mohana Kumar, who noticed that there were problems here that were unique. Something that his own, as a doctor, he said, was not usual. And he wanted the world to understand that there was something unusual happening here. Sri Padre was the person who wrote his article which brought the issues to our light. Jayan is sitting here, Sridhar, Usha, people at Thanal, an organization which has provided critical technical support to the issue so that all of us can understand what the pain of the people of Kasaragod. It is also unusual, Minister, because we understand a disaster. When Bhopal disaster happened, we all were shocked. But the Bhopal disaster happens, and we know that there is a disaster, we know that there is a chemical, and it is a poison, and it has killed millions, thousands in that case. What science does not understand is the relationship between a slow poison and how it manifests itself in the body. So endosulfan has been a trigger. It has been a chronic toxicity that you are seeing here. Something that people in the villages that I went to yesterday, Padre, Perla, villages which have suffered because they have had long-term exposure. They have had exposure through the water, through the soil, through the food. So you were really seeing land which was poisoned over time. And so what you are seeing is the pain of people. The victims of endosulfan are people who have been exposed to this toxin over time, whose families have been exposed, and so you are seeing the impact on children, on the unborn child as well. And this is something that I feel has been unusual, that the struggle as strong as this has taken us so long to make sure that the voices were heard. And it was unusual because the power of industry, the pesticide lobby as we call it, is very powerful. And Minister, be very clear, all of us, from Leela Kumari to me, to Dr. Mohana Kumar, to Jayan, to every one of us have been abused, we have been threatened, we have been everything other than killing us has been done. And I do want to say that we in Delhi were very worried when the Calicut Medical College study was being prepared, and there was a lot of pressure on your government to withdraw that study. And I do want to congratulate you and the Chief Minister. I am sorry he's not here to hear this, but I do want you to tell him that we are very, very grateful to your government for making sure that you did not succumb to the pressure from the pesticide industry. We are very grateful that you stood with us, that you stood with science, that you stood with good information, with the information that brings out the truth. And that is really the struggle here. It is a struggle to make sure that the truth is known, that the truth is understood. But today, I think we have crossed that bridge. I think when I come here and I talk to all of you, and I know this also being in Delhi, that it is now well established that endosulfan poisoning has created a series of health problems in the people in this district. We know this because scientific data today exists to show us that the prevalence, the incidence of the disease is much higher in the populations that have been exposed to endosulfan as compared to people not exposed to endosulfan. So this is a very important issue, Minister, because often I know you are asked to say, but you find these diseases in other places as well. So that does that mean that entire Kerala is endosulfan poisoned? I don't know that, Minister, but I know for certain that there is enough scientific evidence today to prove that there is higher incidence of disease in the populations that have been exposed to endosulfan. So the correlation has been established. I think the fact that today we know that there is a problem and it has to be dealt with. So I think, and I am very glad to be here in Kasaragod today, because I believe this is the opportunity to do differently now. The hard task begins today, Minister. What we have done has been a struggle to bring the issues to light. But now the task of bringing hope to the people who are affected, doing rehabilitation, focusing on palliative health care, this is the task of today. This is the most urgent task that confronts your government and the administration over here. And I do want to say that I traveled yesterday, I met patients, I went to the Bud School, I looked at the framework that you have created for giving rehabilitation and care, and I do want to stand here with you on your side today to say that your government, and I would like to recognize here as well the MP, has played a critical role, and I believe you're on the right track. The Bud School I went to, I was very impressed to see the fact that their children, 27 children in Parla village, have been admitted to this school. I was impressed to see that there was an emphasis on special needs education. I was impressed to see that there was physiotherapy that was available to the children there. So I think, Minister, the task today is to make sure that we do a lot more of this. Now the job is not to think only of the dead, but to give hope to the living, to focus on the lives of children like Shruti, who's sitting here, who epitomizes the courage of endosulfan victims, to give more Shrutis the sense that they can also play a role in society. So the work of the administration must move now very quickly towards relief, towards palliative health care, and towards rehabilitation and, if possible, employment. But I do also would like to recognize that the framework that you have set up in the district, I think, is the way to go. We do not need one super specialty hospital. What we need is a number of local care centers spread across the panchayats, which can provide people care, particularly palliative care, recovery, relief. And only when needed, we need the super specialty hospital, which also, I think the system that your administration has put of smart cards needs to be worked on. That is the way to go. So we need to focus on relief, we need to focus on rehabilitation, and we need, Minister, to make sure that every child, every family affected, the victims of endosulfan, are no longer called the victims of endosulfan. They will be called the survivors and the hope to society of tomorrow. The third thing, Minister, that I would like to emphasize is that as much as we need to focus on relief, on rehabilitation, on medical care, we need to make sure that we can move this district to an organic district in real terms. I was very happy when you told me right now that you have taken the decision to declare Kasaragod as a bio-district. This is really very, very important. We want this district not to be known for the endosulfan poisoning. We do not want this district to be known as the stigma of a toxic district. We want this district to be known as the district which has shown a turnaround, which has shown that you can take the worst situation, the situation where the environment, and such a beautiful environment. I traveled yesterday, Minister, and I have to say this is paradise. And it is completely unacceptable that we will poison this paradise. So we have to take this and turn it around so that the whole world recognizes that the environment is resilient, that the people of India are resilient. That we can turn around a situation, we can go from being a poison district to the most lush, prosperous, environmentally secure district of this entire country. We need Kasaragod to become the model, not just a model of hope, but the beacon that shows us the way that the entire country has to make sure that we do not destroy our lives because of poison, that we can build a prosperous economy, a very prosperous economy, but a prosperous economy which does not first damage our health and then put some money in our pocket. We want money in our pocket, but we also want good health, and we deserve it. And I think that is really the challenge that you have. You are the Agriculture Minister. We are going to look to you to make sure that this turnaround happens. And we are absolutely sure in your leadership, this will happen. We will come back, the whole world will come to this district, not to hear about the pain of endosulfan, but to hear about the success of turnaround. Thank you very much.
Thank you for these inspiring words of yours, ma'am. I salute your struggles and efforts to support a cleaner, greener, and better earth. Once again, thank you.